A Delhi court has granted divorce to cricketer Shikhar Dhawan on grounds of mental cruelty. Now, to obtain a divorce, that too which is not a mutually agreed upon one, can be a very tricky and a long affair in Indian courts. We all know that if the husband and wife don't agree to certain terms and conditions, the legal battle in a court of law can be a long-drawn one. In the case of Shikhar Dhawan, there were certain facts that were in his favor, and that is how he could obtain a divorce on grounds of cruelty or mental cruelty. What exactly are the facts of this case? Married back in 2012, Shikhar Dhawan's ex-wife Aesha was already earlier married and had two daughters. Shikhar Dhawan also has a son from this marriage. Both Aesha and son are Australian citizens and live in Australia. One of the key things that Shikhar Dhawan cited in his petition before the court was that before marriage there was a promise that Aesha would move here in India along with his son and the two daughters. However, she backtracked and she said she cannot do so. Aesha cited the reason that if she goes ahead and if she moves to India, she will lose the custody of two daughters from her previous marriage, and that has stopped her from moving to India. Shikhar Dhawan argued that the fact that he is not able to live with his wife and also he has been estranged from his son is a form of mental cruelty against him, and the court must take cognizance of that. How can any matrimonial dispute be without its share of property disputes or certain financial transactions which can be a matter of concern for either of the parties? In this case, Shikhar Dhawan alleged that there were various properties that he bought in Australia that were on the name of his ex-wife. There was also the allegation that she somehow influenced or coerced him to buy these properties on his name. On both these aspects, Shikhar Dhawan's ex-wife said that both these aspects, in terms of the custody of the two daughters from the previous marriage and property, these are two aspects which were earlier agreed upon between both the sides. However, circumstances changed, and that is why she was not able to move to India. Now, what exactly is in this case that can be of a wider public interest? Number one, a man can obtain divorce on grounds of mental cruelty, provided that there is factual basis for that. Separation from your child, and however righteous or valid the reason may be, is a ground that the courts are very seriously willing to consider and look into. Shikhar Dhawan in this case has also been granted visitation rights. Whenever the child, his son, is on a vacation, whether in Australia or in India, he has a legal right to visit his son. This case also shows that in many disputes, matrimonial disputes, where one of the spouses is living abroad, there is a remedy that lies in Indian court. However, the process can be a tricky one, and indeed the legal battle can be a long-drawn one.